Morning. Rainy Monday. Rainy. It's kind of good. We probably need a bit of rain around here at the moment. Looking a bit dry. What time is it? 6. Just gone 6. Heading off to the gym. So I do gym 5 days a week. 3 weight days, 2 cardio days. So today's like an all-round weights day. There'll probably guessing there'll be a bench press in there, deadlift. I go to like a gym that basically tells you what to do, like a group session thing. So which is good, means I don't have to think about it too much. So we got that first up. Then I'll go to the old studio. Have a shower and start working, and then I get an idea where I get like an hour of work before the team rocks up at 9. Just wrapping my head around the day. So like first thing in the morning I wake up and check all the numbers overnight, reply to some comments, that type of thing, go to the gym, do my workout. Then I like to get an hour in before the team arrives if possible, and then we'll start the day. So today we've got 4 shorts to film, and there's a couple of things we should probably try and film today as well for TikTok if we get a chance. But we do also need to start filming the start of the YouTube for tomorrow, because I'm going to brine some chickens and I'm going to dry brine some beef. So it's not a hard thing to film, but it's just kind of, we've got to reset the cameras because they're going from vertical to horizontal landscape portrait, you know what I mean, this way to that way. So I'll talk to Mitch. I'm guessing we'll do that last. But the 4 shorts, we're going to make some piccalilli, which is like, it's also called like mustard pickle. It's just like a pickle that you'd have on sandwiches. It's very English. Goes really well with ham sandwiches. I grew up eating it. It's like cauliflower and courgette with like a mustardy sauce. And we'll also, and it's part of like a little kind of mini series around like fridge staples coming into this time of year, where you kind of got a lot of leftover meat and stuff hanging around. It's like perfect for sandwiches. So we'll make some mustard pickle or some piccalilli. We got another video, the same thing with pickled onions, which is like, kind of all over the internet, but for a good reason. We're going to make sambal, which is like Malaysian chili paste, fried chili paste, with like shrimp paste and stuff. Absolutely delicious. So we'll make that, and we're going to make some prawn tacos. So we've got a fair bit to get through, but it's pretty achievable. And then because I'm this creator of the year, TikTok wants me to film some stuff that's going to go on binge. Pretty basic stuff. Actually, we might film that today as well, because the cameras are going to be reset anyway, because that's landscape as well. But yeah, time to head to the gym, get a sweat on, and get this day started. So, just back to the studio. Gym's done. We did like I think they call it like, it was starting like a deload week. So we've been lifting pretty heavy, and then I think they kind of they lower the weights and up the reps for a week, and then I think we do like a 1 rep max, kind of see where we're at. But weightlifting I haven't really done much of, but if I was just to be like put into like a gym, like a kind of commercial gym or whatever, and just had to do it myself, I don't think I'd be able to do it. But the gym that I go to, it's called a Revel. It's called a Revel. You kind of go there and they tell you what to do. It's not like a private PT, but you get told what to do, and the trainers are kind of helping you out. But my relationship with exercise is pretty funny. It's only the last like 5 years, I reckon, I've been actually working out. And like I said, maybe in a previous video, you might not have seen it, but I had like a hiatus for like 2 years, or almost 2 years, when I started making content, because I just didn't have enough time.
but I'm glad I'm back into it. And I started exercise. I started running when we were living in Melbourne, and I was working so before COVID. Well, this is going to be a story time and a half. Before COVID, I was a corporate executive chef for a company called Emirates Leisure Retail. That's a subsidiary of the airline Emirates. And I was like the executive chef / director of food and beverage for that business. A big business, had almost over 100 venues around the country. Some franchise, some kind of we were own and operate, but most of them were based at airports and some at hospitals too. So I kind of headed up that business from a culinary perspective. COVID hit. I was living in Melbourne, and COVID hit, and it kind of escalated pretty quickly. Given that all our business was at airports, it shut down pretty quickly. It all happened really quick. So all of a sudden, myself and Caitlin were out of work, living in Melbourne. And it took a bit to process that. It was a pretty crazy thing to do, right? Like, I think if you lose a job because you've done something wrong, you usually know you've done something wrong, and you go, all right, well, I've stuffed that up. But I hadn't done anything wrong, right? Like, as far as I knew, I was performing pretty well. I was happy. I had no intention of leaving that role or Melbourne. But we were in that situation really quickly, and like a lot of people, right, at that time, it was a really strange time. So it was what it was. I processed it pretty quickly, and I just said to Caitlin, let's get out of here. So we packed our bags, everything in Melbourne, jumped in the cars, put our dogs in the cars, and we drove to the Sunshine Coast where we are now. This is where Caitlin grew up, in the sunny coast. And then we kind of bombed around and didn't do much for 6 months, basically. I did a bit of consulting, and then I started making content. And then I got the job at the Test Kitchen, which I still work at. Someone asked a question about that. Yes, I do still work at Kilcoy Global Foods. But, we go in there quite a bit. We've kind of done all the filming for the year in that kitchen now. I don't know if I'm going back or not this year. But I'll definitely be back there next year. I think I do have to go. I've got something there on Friday, but it's for something else, but not for myself. So that's when. So I started exercising when I was working in a corporate hospitality job in Melbourne, and my mate Wolsey, shout out to Wolsey, she's a legend. She was running the Melbourne half marathon, or a run in Melbourne, like half a marathon. And I'm pretty competitive, and she was like, "You won't run it," and I said, "I'll run it and I'll beat you." And she was a pretty fast runner. And I had 12 weeks to get ready, so that's when I started running. And I had met a legend by the name of Andy, who's a really, really nice dude. I still hang out with him a bit now. And he owned a really cool business called Southwest that we were doing with a guy, Jono, that we were doing some work with for Emirates. And he'd kind of, with a couple of his friends, started a run club in Melbourne called Hunter. And it was a cool run club. It still is a cool run club, but it was nice to kind of be around like-minded people. And yeah, that's where my running journey started. And I got really into it. I got really into running. But too much, and that's classic Andy. Like, go too hard at stuff, and I kept injuring myself. So I did a lot of running, got really fit. That's kind of when my exercise journey started. But now for me, the thing, obviously apart from like it helps your physical, it's good for you physically. For me, what I miss the most when I don't exercise is what it does for me in my head. So, I'm kind of obsessive. I kind of, latch on to things and get really into stuff like this business, like this content stuff. But it means that my brain just goes 1,000 miles an hour and doesn't stop. Exercise makes me stop doing that. It makes me stop thinking, like you can't focus on anything else apart from exercise. I did a lot of kite surfing too. I haven't done it in ages. I did that with Caitlin's dad, taught me how to kite surf. And I kind of keep meaning to get back into it, because that's like, as a sport, you cannot do anything apart from focus on kite surfing. There's so much going on. You've got a bloody 12-meter kite in the air, you've got a board on your feet, you've got waves and sets rolling in. You have to be fully committed and fully concentrate, and it makes you not think about work. So I should probably get back into kiting. Maybe it should be, maybe I shouldn't, and bring you guys along for the ride. It's pretty fun. It's a good fun hobby, but it's expensive and it's like really time consuming. Anyway, I'm waffling. That's my exercise kind of journey so far. Back into it, really loving it at the moment. So I'm going to eat this, and then the old laptop comes out. I've got how long have I got? not much. I've got an hour before the team gets here and I still need to jump in the shower. So I'll eat this, I'll bash out some planning. And then once I've said hello to the team and we're ready, I might jump back on here and I'll run you through kind of how we're going to attack the day, because there's a lot to get through. But I'm going to enjoy my breakfast. Mitchell, good morning.
He's done it. I just got introduced to this like literally 20 seconds ago, and it's like, I can do that too, you know? Hello.
So for shorts to shoot, which we're going to try and shoot first, straight off the bat, and get those done. Mitch is looking nervous by the amount of videos I'm trying to film today.
It's scary. It's scary.
So we'll get this sambal, this pickled onions, and this piccalilli started, and then we'll do the tacos, because then we can eat that for lunch. Then we'll try and shoot. We've got these TikTok, I don't think I've talked about this, but we've got these TikTok videos we need to shoot for the Creator of the Year, which is going on Binge. So there's like 6 videos of that to shoot, but they're not that bad. They're like 30-second videos. And then we need to start the YouTube.
We'll see.
And then we need to start the YouTube. That's probably more important, Mitchell, that we can't not shoot that. So maybe we'll shoot these 4 videos, break for lunch, do the YouTube stuff, and then we'll shoot the TikTok stuff.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. Wish Mitchell luck. Mitchell, you did it.
What did I do? What did I achieve today?
I don't know, what did we achieve? What was it?
We just did like 10 videos.
10 videos in one day.
Big day.
It's, 10 videos is a stretch, but we did get it all done.
It was a busy day, but we got there.
So there you go, 10 videos done. It's 3:30 and we had lunch for an hour. Pretty good going. I did kind of select stuff that was pretty easy to do, but yeah, I'm gonna have a clean up of the kitchen, catch up on some emails and stuff now, and then I've got to write a couple of recipes, but I'll check back in a bit once I'm kind of pretty much done for the day. That's it. Team's gone home, day's done, pretty successful. We got everything done, which was good. Yeah, it's funny the way, like the energy level sometimes, like I had a bit of a crazy day. I think I had so much to get done that I pushed really hard at the start, and then it meant that I kind of got behind and like keeping my space tidy and on top of things, and then it just makes my mind go crazy. So lucky Mitch was in good spirits today, so that kind of kept the energy high, but then we kind of just had to stop at some point, just like reset myself, clean the kitchen, get back into it. But you know, I'm a big firm believer in keeping a tidy space. I think it helps kind of the whole process, creative process. You can think clearer. But sometimes I think I put too much pressure on myself and the team to kind of produce so much content that it's probably detrimental. But I think we're going to try and fix that next year, but I'll kind of elaborate more on that at a later point. Yeah, I'm going to head back to the other place now. Got a few things to do and catch up on, and then we'll do it all again tomorrow. YouTube long format content day tomorrow. Different vibe, different, you know, a lot more at stake. Only making one video, but there are a lot more involved in making those videos. So tune in tomorrow and we'll share that one. Have a good night. Peace.